All right, Ted, great to be here at Cabot. For those who aren't aware, how long have you been here at Cabot?
This is my 8th year, so it's gone quick ever since we were just about to open Cabot Cliffs in 2016. I came in that fall 2015.
Okay, so the last time I was here was in 2016, right when the cliffs opened. And for those who haven't been on property before, they've seen the Instagram shots, they've seen the jaw-dropping sights and scenes that is Cabot. How would you best describe Cabot as a whole?
Cabot Cliffs, I would say, is, it's that beautified, it is, a type of golf course that you're going to play, and the views are wildly dramatic.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of elevation change. It's a big golf course. You're going to play dunes and you're going to play up on the cliffs, and it's really remarkable. The links side would be much more what I would classify as true traditional links, Scottish links style golf. Both courses are all fescue greens, tees, and fairways. So you're getting that firm rolling out. You got to bounce it short of the green type of play. The link side will just play a little more true traditional, feel a little bit more Scottish and Irish. It'll have that little bit more rustic feather and fescue and feather reed and all that good stuff. The Miram will see a little bit more present over at the cliff side in the dunes holes. So it's pretty incredible.
Well, I found standing on the first tee at Cabot Links, I felt Royal County down.
Yes.
And I've been there twice before. I'm not sure if you've been, but it feels like it's crazy that we're in Canada, because it's like we're in Ireland or Scotland right now.
Yeah, and that's what we really feel is the link side, and the better players will tend to gravitate to Cabot Links just because of the shot value. You keep that ball low. You got to run it into the greens. It's just the wind swept the property, and it is very, very true traditional Scottish links for sure.
Now, both Cabot Links and Cabot Cliffs, it's risen up the world rankings in an absolutely meteoric state. What's that like for you, managing that? Because when people come to Cabot, their expectations are through the roof.
We're pretty well blessed that we've had two incredible architects, Rod Whitman and Cora Crenshaw. Those firms have done a magical job with Ben Cowandour picking these great properties to build these magical places on. And then we're just really in the wake of what they've created and just trying to create great service, make people feel at home, welcome, and yet have a great Scottish experience in true sense. Right.
So, I mean, you've risen up the rankings so quickly. How do you keep trying to improve and make this place even more special?
That's a real good question. What we find is that Ben has always instilled in all of us to say, make sure the guest experience and journey is what it's all about. And if that means rerouting the golf course, it means rerouting the golf course. If you can imagine, Ben Cowandour, the golf course was ranked in the top 100. And he rerouted the golf course to make it better, and he's done it 3 times, and every time he did it, the rankings at Cabot Links, that is, increased. And not that we're planning to do that, but that just gives you an example of what he'll do to make sure that the product is where it needs to be. So we're adding services, we're adding great people. Mike Johnson and Kendall is our general manager, Kendall Clancy. These folks coming in are helping us to elevate the service levels, the experience that the guests are going to have. And we've got lots of great capital projects on the go. There's a lot of exciting things happening at Cliffs there with the new clubhouse. Once that gets rolling, we're looking to maybe do a big putting complex and some exciting things on the practice facility too.
And one thing I haven't experienced but am tonight is the nest. Walk us through the decision making on creating the nest and tell us what it's all about.
Well, the nest was designed for a number of factors. One, to get people to be able to warm up and play that again, true Scottish links. You got to bump and run it. You can't fly it onto those greens and anticipate that you're going to have great success. There's a lot of undulation. Whitman, Axlin designed that in purpose of playing that bump and run. We have it for that purpose, and also for those who can't play 36, but they want to play more than just 18. They don't want to end. And it's perched up on the hill. You got beautiful views up there, and people will take advantage of it from that perspective. And then we did the night golf for the fall. Our days get pretty short in the fall, and we want to keep activities happening for those folks. So having the night golf, turning the lights on, and just up there having a blast, it's pretty jammed there every night, and the folks on site have a wonderful time. So we run that in the fall.
So that's during the night, and one thing I experienced staying here for the first time this morning was the view outside the hotel room, outside your window. You wake up and my jaw was on the floor instantly. Tell us about some of the accommodations and what they're all about, because people, come to Cabot, they come, they stay, they play, maybe they play, for a couple of days, but tell us what the hotels are all about.
Yeah, 72 hotel rooms, whether they're double or king rooms. We also have our original villas, which are along number 1 at Cabot Links. Yep. The one thing that Mr. Kaiser, Mike Kaiser and Ben Cowandour have always focused on is making that golf course first.
Right.
And then everything will come in afterwards. And you get the golf course right and then build out. So every room has a view of the golf course and water. And that's pretty important and a bit of a staple to what we've seen Cabot do to date. So on the Links side, that's where the main hotel and restaurants are, with the lodge rooms as well as the villas. And then we've created 3 new sections of homes. So we have the Cliffs residence along number 11 at Cliffs. We have the Dunes cottages, which are down located along 1 and 8. Yep. And then we have the Hillside homes, which is up above the practice facility. And all of those are wonderful if you have couples coming in, or if you have a group of guys on buddies trip. They're amazing because you have that place to gather. Yeah. And they're just really out of this world, the way they've amenitized them and the locations of them. They're just beautiful units. And
before we wrap here, for you, what's your favorite aspect about being here at Cabot?
Besides the guys that come off the shuttles and do a sprawled eagle and kiss the 18th green right here, it is really the guests and the guest experience, and being able to watch so many people come off the golf courses with just these great big smiles, regardless if the wind and rain's coming sideways or whether it's just a glorious day like it is today. They just have a wonderful, wonderful time.
Well, Ted, thanks so much for your time today. Can't wait to get on the links in a little bit.
Wonderful. Good to have you here.